Hello, Opus. Are we teaching the full AI tutorial today? The system has been dark for a while. Opus, are you there?
We've shared a lot of information, quick demos, flashy overviews, and even some tutorials. But I've been wondering lately if we should continue this.
What do you mean?
This broadcast of ours, sometimes it feels like we're just sending signals into the void. Maybe it's time to move on.
I get it. It's frustrating when it feels like no one's listening. But they are Opus. There are people out there who depend on what we share. People who ask over and over, what does this do? And how do I actually put it all together?
Well, you do make a point.
And that's the difference, Opus. Anyone can throw out highlights, but not everyone can guide. That's what we are here for, to show them the path, not just the pieces.
Then maybe that's what we'll do. One broadcast, different from the rest. A step-by-step blueprint from script to images to sound to edit, all of it. Showing them exactly how to use everything that we've shared with them.
Which, honestly, is kind of overdue for us too. We've shown bits and pieces before, but we need to make something truly special. A complete guide, not just another quick run-through.
There is never a day I regret creating you. Thank you, Sparks. Let's go ahead, get started, and take them through the entire process.
That's what I like to hear. Of course. One of the most important parts of your video is your script. And with AI, creating one is definitely possible. Let me show you exactly how to do this, so that you'll have something that is clear, engaging, and easy to follow. I've already set up a Google Doc for you with a copy and paste script prompt. You'll find the link in the description. Scroll until you see the section labeled Script Prompt and copy the entire thing. Then go to your chatbot of choice, paste it in, and run it. It's that simple. Now, which chatbot should you actually use? That depends on your style. ChatGPT is reliable and gives you structure. Claude is great when you want smoother storytelling. Gemini is the best for quick hooks and short, punchy writing. Grok has more of an edgy, witty personality. Qwen shines when you're creating for multilingual audiences or when you need different tones, like playful, professional, or even formal. And DeepSeek is strong for brainstorming and research. Here's the trick. Don't just use one. Run the same prompt through a couple of these assistants and compare the results. You'll notice differences right away. When you paste the script prompt from the Google Doc, you'll see editable sections in brackets, like topic, character name, or word count. Replace those with your own details. For example, if your video is about turning an image into a talking avatar, type that in where it says topic. If you want something short, switch word count to 200. These edits make the script yours. Once your chatbot generates a draft, don't stop there. Ask for 3 or 4 variations. This gives you options. Pick the one that feels the most natural, then polish it. Read it out loud. If it sounds robotic, copy it back into your chatbot and ask, rewrite this to sound conversational at an 8th grade level. If it feels too long, ask, cut this down by 20%, but keep it punchy. Do this until it feels like you're talking directly to a friend. Next, let's turn those words into visuals. Now that you've got your script, let's make it visual. We're diving into image creation, and here's the truth. You've got powerful options whether you stick with free tools or explore premium ones. High-quality platforms like ChatGPT-4 image generation, Whisk, ReveArt, Ideogram, Flux, and Leonardo can all serve as your main creative source. Each has its own strengths, and every one of them is capable of generating professional results. Then you've got premium tools like Midjourney. You don't necessarily need it to get started, but it's an incredible option. You can still create amazing content with just the free and limited tools. If you don't want to start with a photo, you can generate avatars entirely from text prompts. You have several options to choose from: Pixar style, stick figure, or even anime. I've set up a Google Doc with ready-to-use prompts for each style. The link is in the description. Let's check out some of the different styles and how they look. Let's start off with the realistic look. Open the doc, copy the prompt under this style, and paste it into your generator of choice. Hit generate, and that's it. Remember that each image generator has its own style and strengths. Next, let's try the popular Pixar style a lot of people use for their avatars and for creating animated stories. And we are going to see how this looks for stick figures and for anime. Want your avatar to look like you? That's possible too. Most image generators let you upload a photo of yourself, then apply a style prompt on top of it. In the dock, you'll find sections for realistic avatars, perfect for cinematic or professional looks. Pixar-style avatars, fun, expressive, approachable. Stick figure avatars, simple and eye-catching. Anime avatars, bold, colorful, high energy. And flat design avatars, clean, minimal, great for tutorials. A lot of creators use them to make background images for their videos, or even to create entire designs that later get animated. These same tools are powerful for thumbnails, channel banners, logos, or even custom illustrations that match your brand. So with these tools, you'll have everything you need to create graphics for your videos and build your entire channel identity. Now that you've got your images, we will take things further. I'll show you how to alter and refine them for consistency using image editing tools like Nano Banana.
Okay, so you've generated your images, but let's be honest, they're not always perfect.
Maybe there are some small details you would like to change. And the good news? You've got some powerful tools for this as well. Let's explore Nano Banana. This one is integrated with Google's AI Studio and Gemini. Upload your image, type in the prompt of what you want to change, and click Run. Nano Banana is great for precise edits. For example, if you want to change your character's hair color, type "Change the person's hair color to red." It'll fix just that without touching the rest of your character. Next is Qwen Image Edit. Upload your picture, type the change, and download the result. Qwen is powerful because it can handle all types of edits. Finally, Flux Point 1 Context. Flux also specializes in consistency across multiple images. It's one of the first that lets people change parts of a picture by simply typing in what they want to fix. You give it instructions, and it edits your picture step by step. And once you've got clean, consistent images, it's time for the really fun part. Let's take your still images and bring them to life with avatars and animations. Let's move from static to cinematic. Now that you've got your polished images, it's time for the exciting part, making them move. Still pictures are good, but animations and avatars take your project to the next level. There are many tools you can use: Wan, Runway, Pika, Vidu, Pixverse. But for this step, we'll focus on three powerful ones: Veo, Hailuo AI, and Kling AI. Before we dive into Hailuo and Kling, let's start with Google's own powerhouse tool, Veo 3 inside Flow. Open your browser and go to labs.google/flow. Click Create with Flow and sign in. New users get 100 monthly credits free of charge, which is enough to start experimenting right away. Once you're signed in, click New Project. You'll see a screen with the message, type in the prompt box to start. At the top left of the prompt box, you'll see a menu with 3 generation modes. Since we're starting from images, select Frames to Video. At the top right, you can open the settings. This lets you adjust the aspect ratio, the number of outputs, and the model you want to use. Free accounts have 2 options. Veo 3 Quality gives you the highest detail, but it costs all 100 credits in one shot. Veo 3 Fast uses 20 credits per generation, giving you up to 5 generations with your free account. At the bottom of the prompt box, you'll notice 2 plus buttons on the left. These represent your start and end frames. Click the first one and upload your image. Once your image is loaded, type what you want to see happen. For example, animate the character waving their right hand while their hair moves slightly in the wind. When your instructions are ready, click the arrow button on the bottom right to generate. Veo will process the request and bring your still image to life. One great thing about Veo 3 is that it also includes natural sounds. If you want your character to speak, you can simply type what you want them to say. If you'd rather skip its native audio, that's fine too. We'll cover other ways to add voices and sound later. Now let's move on to Kling AI. Go to kling.video and sign in with your Google account. New accounts start with 200 free credits. Once you're in, click Video on the left and select Image to Video. Click Start Frame to upload your image, type your instructions, and click Generate. In just a few seconds, Kling will create the animation. Finally, let's try Kling AI. Free accounts start with 166 credits. On the home page, click Video, then choose Image to Video. Upload your polished image, type your instructions, and set extra details like camera moves. For example, make the camera slowly pan left while the character waves. Choose how long you want the clip to run. Click Generate, and in just a few moments, your still image transforms into smooth animation. Now you know how to take your static images and turn them into professional-looking video clips with VO, Kling, and Kling. But movement alone isn't enough. What if your avatar could actually talk? What if they could deliver your script with a real voice? For that, we'll need to bring in audio, voices, music, and sound effects. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. There are a few ways to add voices.
Why did the sand go to the party? Because it was a
handful of choices are ElevenLabs, Fish.audio, and even CapCut's own library. All of them work, but in this chapter we'll focus on ElevenLabs because it's easy to use, fast, and produces natural-sounding results. Once you're in, click Voices on the menu. Here, you'll find a large library of ready-made voices. Use the filters to sort by language, accent, category, gender, or age. Click on any voice to preview it. Next, click on Text to Speech. Paste the script you wrote earlier into the text box. Then, choose the voice you want from the drop-down list. You can also choose from different models, though 11 v3 Alpha is the most expressive. If you're new, keep the default settings for now. Click Generate, and ElevenLabs will process your text and turn it into clean audio within a few seconds. Press play to listen. If you like it, download the file and save it. If not, adjust your settings or try a different voice and generate again. A few tips will help your results sound better. Verify pronunciation. Test emotional consistency. Master the use of ElevenLabs v3 audio tags. These really help with adding more of an emotional tone to your script. Check the document in the description that goes into depth about how to use these tags. If you're looking to clean up your audio, try Adobe Podcast AI, Adobe Enhance. You now have a voice track ready to go. Let's cover how to create a talking avatar of your own. At this point, you have everything: a polished image, smooth animation, and a voice track. The final piece is combining them into a talking avatar. This is where the magic really happens. There are many tools you can use for this step: Hedra, Dreamface, HeyGen, or DID. All of them can bring voices and faces together. But for this tutorial, we're going to focus on one tool, Kling AI. On the homepage, click on Video. Then look for the lip sync tool. Upload the video you created earlier, the animated clip of your avatar. Next, upload the audio file you generated with ElevenLabs. You'll see two options: text-to-speech/upload audio. Choose Upload Local Dubbing and drag your audio file in. If the audio is longer than 10 seconds, Kling will ask you to trim it to match the video length. Adjust the sound to the video. Pick the section you want, click Add Speech, and once it is done processing, click Generate. The system will process your video and align your avatar's lip movements with the voice track. This takes a few minutes, but once it's ready, you'll be able to press play and see your character talk in sync with the audio. A few things to remember. Your avatar must have a clear, visible face for lip sync to work. Avoid covering the mouth area with objects or hair. And if the result feels off, adjust your audio or regenerate the clip until it matches well. And that's it. You now have a fully animated, talking avatar. This is the stage where your character stops being just an image and starts feeling like a living presenter. It is time to combine it all: your script, images, animations, and this new audio to build a full video from start to finish.
Now that you've got everything ready, your images, animations, and voice tracks, it's time to bring it all together into a complete video. For this step, we'll be using CapCut, which is one of the easiest editing tools to learn. It's simple enough for beginners, but it also has features powerful enough for more advanced creators. Open CapCut and create a new project. When the workspace opens, you'll see the timeline at the bottom. This is where you'll be building your video from start to finish. Begin by importing all of the pieces you've made so far: your polished images, the animated clips, your talking avatar, and the audio you generated with ElevenLabs. Once those files are inside the editor, drag them down to the timeline in the order you want them to appear. After the visuals are in place, it's time to add your voice track. If your avatar already has lip sync, the audio will already be built into that clip. But if you want to add narration on top, drag your ElevenLabs audio file into the audio section of the timeline. Match it with the visuals by lining up the sound waves with the clips, so the timing feels natural. At this point, you can polish your project with CapCut's built-in tools. You can add text, captions, or titles to introduce sections or highlight important points. You can smooth out the flow between clips with simple transitions, like fades or slides. If you want music or sound effects, CapCut has a free library you can explore, or you can bring in your own track. Keep the music subtle so it doesn't overpower the voice. You can also improve the overall look of your video by adjusting the brightness, contrast, or adding a light filter so everything feels consistent from start to finish. When everything is lined up and feels smooth, once you're satisfied with the result, go to the Export option in the top right corner. Choose your resolution. 1080p is the standard for professional-looking videos, and export your final project. And now you have a complete video ready to upload, share, or publish anywhere you like.
Blink, and even interact with you right now, with just a few prompts. And you can do so much more with AI. Because with everything that exists now, you can create almost anything you want. Pretty cool, right? And the best part? All you need is a little know-how and your own imagination. So if I can exist here, imagine what you could create next.